Hi everyone, I wanted to give you guys a quick update on my dad. Last night I did not post a video update. I actually did a quick little type-in message on my wall. But I wanted to update you guys on how the surgery went and where we are at this point. So my dad got out of surgery at 3 p.m. yesterday, and the doctor came in and basically said that it was a textbook procedure, so that was like really great news. More good news is that they removed the whole entire tumor. The tumor was not sticky, as they, hoped it wasn't going to be. He did say that the tumor was hard, and he kind of had to chisel it out rather than kind of scooping it out. But excuse me, it was smooth, it was hard, and he got all of it removed. So there's no tumor in my dad's brain right now. The doctor did say for the next 48 hours, don't expect much from my dad because, he just had the surgery done. And he said that we would be able to visit him about 30 minutes after, everything was all taken care of to kind of see him, but my dad would be completely out of it. He'd be sleeping still, probably still on anesthesia. And don't expect much within the next 48 hours, like movement or speech or anything like that. They also put the bone back on his head, so hopefully, knock on wood, he won't have to get a third surgery for his head. So they put the bone back in place, and, after an hour and a half, we finally were able to see my dad, and when we walked in, we were very surprised at what we saw. My dad, the doctor also said he'd have the breathing tube in. So we were very surprised to see my dad did not have the breathing tube in when we went to see him last night. Not only that, but when we walked in the room and we said, oh, Dad, he opened his eyes. He was awake. So he was awake 2 hours after surgery. He had the breathing tube out. Not just that, but this is wow, the power of my dad. He is able to speak, saying yes and no, and he's trying to say other words, but they're not coming out. So in my own personal opinion, this is not the doctor saying anything, but my own personal opinion is because he can understand what we're saying, I believe that he did not have any damage to his conception of speech and language. And he's well aware of what's going on and what people are asking him and talking to him about. And then the fact that he can say yes and no makes me believe, again, the doctor's not saying this, but makes me believe that the area in the brain that controls speech wasn't damaged, or, we're not going to know because he still has the aphasia from this whole entire thing that, from the get-go, he's had aphasia. So we don't know exactly, what will come back, when will come back, and how much will come back. But I'm pretty hopeful. I'm still putting all my faith and trust in God and the angels to heal him completely. But as of right now, it's just amazing that at two hours after surgery and the doctor saying, he'd have the breathing tube in and he wouldn't be awake and, all this stuff. And here it is. My dad has the breathing tube out. My dad's speaking. My dad's understanding what we're saying. And he's moving his left side. So when the neurologist or when one of the neurotherapists came, asked my dad to do a couple of things. He was able to raise his left arm. He was able to do a little peace sign, as I say. So he's gaining some of his motor skills on, or he had that motor skill on his left side. So I don't know about the right side yet, but I'm hopeful. My family is being hopeful. We're still not out of the woods yet. There still could be some other things, some not so good things. But I'm not even going to mention it. I'm not even going to put that thought in my mind. I'm just thinking positive. I encourage everybody else to think positive. And, continue the prayers, continue sending Reiki, continue sending and surrounding him with healing energy because it is working. And I'm telling you right now, yesterday was a miracle. It was a miracle from God. Everything that just had taken place, that his procedure was flawless with no problems, no bleeding, no nothing. The tumor was clean in the fact of there were no veins going in or surrounding it. So I hope, we didn't have to worry about any strokes or anything. But as of right now, my dad is doing really good. He had a CAT scan last night. While he had a CAT scan, my sister and I had gone home because we were up since 4 o'clock in the morning. Or rather, we only were working off 2, maybe 3 hours of sleep yesterday. So when we went home, he was getting his CAT scan. I did talk to my mom this morning. She said the CAT scan came back clean. He is scheduled for an MRI this morning or today. I talked to Mom, and I haven't heard anything about him having the MRI yet. So probably later today he'll have the MRI, and as soon as I find out any other details, I will post another Facebook post, or my sister, or look on my mom's Facebook page for any updates. Today I am not going into the hospital, and I'm not going in tomorrow. I have to get some stuff done, around the house and for myself, and for my parents. But Sunday I will be going in after work to see how my dad is doing, and I'm hoping that when I walk in there on Sunday, he's going to be 100 times better than what he was last night, because last night was just amazing. So I will, if anything, video update you guys on Tuesday. Again, I'm really sorry that I wasn't able to do a video yesterday, but by the time we got home, I was out. I kind of just sacked out. So here's the video update. So keep that positive energy flowing, everyone, and your prayers are working. God is listening to us. The angels are surrounding us and my Father. And, I send you all just as many angel blessings and blessings of love and light. All right, I'll talk to you guys on Tuesday night. Namaste. Bye.